Yo, what up, what up, what up? Y'all know the deal, man. Like and share, like and share, like and share. So we get this thing out everywhere. There's anywhere in the world it could be, but it's probably right here with me, the BABGOG. And I appreciate you for pulling up on me, man. What's going on? Sorry, everybody in the building, man. Nah, I'm happy. Brother, I am elated. Get that nigga out of here. Okay. LeBron James was never a man for this town. Okay. Stop it, man. LeBron was never a Laker, bro. Never. All right. Good riddance. Take Bronny with you. Now, Cree, it be your own people, Cree. You and this damn Fanny. Okay. Fantastic. You know what I'm saying? I'll even the fan man, something. Fanny, come on, man. Cree, I just beat a nigga up. Cree, I just beat another nigga up. I can't be called Fanny. I'm beating niggas up, man. Come on now. But it's you, Cree. So I'm gonna take it, baby. You can call me whatever you want, Cree. Whatever you want to call me, Cree. It's all right. Appreciate you, Dale, man. Appreciate you, brother. Hey, man, listen. Ask him. I already told y'all. To the nigga that can't keep my name out of his mouth, and to the nigga that's been talking about me way more than I talk about him, nigga, you said you was gonna do it. Commit to it, nigga, and let's get it done. All right? Because I promise I'm knocking you the fuck out. Guaranteeing it. I hope you want no headgear too. Hey, we with no headgear now too. So nigga, I feel extra motherfucking, All right. But if you need headgear, cool, fine, it's whatever. But please, nigga. All right. Whatever the dotted line is, get your name on the dotted line. Let's motherfucking get this shit together, bro. Because I need that. I need that scout. I need that. That nigga been talking cash shit for too long, bro. But nah, man, hey, I'm glad to be back. We just did a couple vertical things, being that we was out this weekend, bro. We was out and about in good old Houston, Texas, man. Shout out to Houston, man. I haven't had a bad Houston trip, bro. You know what I'm saying? This one right here was, you know what I'm saying? This was it was very eventful. I'll just say that. This trip to Houston was eventful, man. I appreciate it, man. It was you know what I mean? It was a lot of fun. You feel me? It was hot as fuck, really hot. But yeah, man. Just another nice trip to Houston, man. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't be more more happy with the outcome. You feel me? I'm gonna get the footage, bro. Shout out to Cheeky. Cheeky, go shoot me the footage, and I'll post it up on my page, so you guys can watch it over here. I don't know if I want to make it members only or whatever, because everybody's seen it. I think the review, but the clean shit or whatever. But however, y'all just tell me what I should do. I think I'll just then we might review it. But yeah, shout out to the nigga I fought to. Shout out to him. He didn't lie. Nigga said he couldn't be hurt. Hey man, he made a believer out of me. Now I'm saying I didn't hurt him. I definitely hurt him. He felt it. But getting the knockout, trying to hunt the knockout down with him, just wasn't gonna go. It was gonna be way too much. And I gotta learn how to throw more just light jabs versus all my shit's hard. And that's something they be telling me in sparring. Even I'm not trying to do it. I just gotta learn to temper off my shit and not just, just come down so hard. So I'm throwing way too much power behind it and I'm expending too much energy. So I gotta learn how to conserve that shit. But overall, man, it was a great fight. It was a great event. Shout out to Hamp, of course. This might be risky. Shout out to 2K. 2K got the only stoppage of the night. That shit was that was a good fight. Shout out to CJ and Fighter. That was the best fight of the night to me. Real boxers boxing, man. It was really, really good. Nay and Saw it. Nay did her thing. Nay made Saw it quit. Shout out to Bino and Be Nice. Not Bino, excuse me, Uno and Be Nice. That was another good fight. Even though Be Nice, he's giving up a whole lot of weight and he wanted to quit. He didn't quit. He made it all the way through. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? He made it through the match. So good shit, man. But yeah, bro. For sure. Okay, everybody was saying the same thing, so it wasn't just me. Okay, so I don't know what it was with the internet. There was just horrible because I tried to I did the live from my fight for a little bit just to see, and that shit was unbearable. So yeah. Hey, young fella. Hey, wherever. Hey, hit me up, nigga. I actually got one for you. Why you bullshitting? I think I'll check and see, but hit me up on IG, bro. Hit me up on IG or Twitter, and I fucks with you. I got you. I'm pretty sure I got a Cuban left. I think I got a Cuban. If not, I got some. I definitely got some Cuban cigarillos. I can send you. So either way, Hakeem, hit me up, bro. Real shit. Welcome to the grown up era, young fella. You're still young, but you're officially grown at 30. Okay. So welcome to the adult. You know what I'm saying? All right. I want you to make sure you got your stock portfolio diversified, that young fella. All right. Hey man, no credits for old cents. When I do some shit, no credits for old cents. Listen, man, when I get the hang of some shit, y'all know I'm the best at it, bro. When I was doing the copy and pasting and I was clipping and chipping my fucking, I was clipping and chipping my shit, I was still good at the thumbnail shit. But now with the AI shit, bro, y'all know I do the best, man. Here we go. Yeah, bro, Mars. I already told you I'm not fucking with that. Y'all, but I do not deal with individuals in that person's thing. So yeah, nah, fam. No, sir. I'm not fucking with. Once I find out what that individual had on their jacket, bro. No, sir. Never. Nah, bro. I ain't got. I'm never gonna do no shit with that. I'm never gonna do that, bro. I'm never doing that. Shout out to a man too cool for school. Appreciate your brother for the two. Appreciate you. This one gonna hurt. What you talking about? The topic or what's the name? BC, what up, love? I don't know who the hell that is. What up, bro? Yeah, man. Oh, word. Yeah, brother. Yeah. But let's go ahead and get into it, man. Floyd Mayweather, man. The best boxer of all time. Okay. Pound for pound, undefeated. I think he beat the most champions, all these different things. Now again, I know a lot of people like to talk Muhammad Ali or whatnot, what have you. But Muhammad Ali got losses, and Muhammad Ali's records, man, was just like if you go back and really look at the people he fought. Um, you know, it was questionable. So he had big fights. Foreman, of course. What Liston? I don't know why the hell I'm forgetting the the Rumble in the Jungle. Why the fuck I can't think of the most important fight he had? Damn. I'm embarrassed right now. I can't think about his name. It's slipping my mind. Help me out, y'all. I know who I'm trying to talk about before I get it. Let me get it before y'all get it. Fuck. TJ, what up, fam? JT, not TJ. TJ is another nigga. TJ is the TD Jakes nigga. Yes, Floyd is better than Bud, bro. Floyd is still better than Bud. Joe Frazier, appreciate you, bro. Yeah, Frazier. I don't know why the fuck I can't remember Frazier. Um, yes, Floyd is better than Bud, dog. Floyd is better than Bud. Floyd's resume is still better than Bud's resume. I know what Bud was. What is a two division or three division? No, three division unified champion, right? But was Floyd? But I don't think what did they have the unified thing with Floyd or whatever? Yeah, I don't know. But not said Foreman. Yeah, Norton Shavers. Yeah, he had a small list of really good people. And he just again, Muhammad Ali represents the physical parts of the financial parts that Floyd have, right? So Muhammad Ali took way too much damage, and it cost him his health. Cost him his health, and possibly you could argue, took some off his life, right? Um, Taking that much damage, bro, head trauma, and we seeing this now. Everybody's talking about Chris Johnson, man. Shout out to Chris Johnson. The brother's been diagnosed with ALS, and I was looking it up just to make sure. And this is why, man, I think a lot of people are being more weary about kids playing football. Now, do I think ever going to be a point to where we don't have any football players? America, no, it's never going to happen. But I think the numbers are going to dwindle until the NFL does what it needs to do as far as equipment and things. Listen, bro, at this point in time, the technology that's out here to reduce impact and protect the players at that thing, bro. And you know what's crazy when you think about it, right? From a physics standpoint, Chris Johnson was one of the fastest players ever. So people don't understand, a guy that runs, I don't know what his 40 was. Let's say a damn near, a sub 4.340. The momentum that he has, bro, and the speed he has when he's running into somebody versus somebody that's got like a five, what I'm saying, more along with 540 or whatever, right? So on and so forth. Bruh, again, physics is very, very important. And being that we know 4.2 is crazy. He had a 4.240. Yeah, so a nigga with a 4.240, bro, crazy. He's moving. So if and when he runs into something, bro, the impact is crazy. It's literally like a car accident, right? I.e., just think about Emmitt Smith, bro. Emmitt Smith got no knees left. Like cartilage, wasn't his knees are completely totally gone. Even Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp, I think he have two hip. I know he had one, if not two hip replacements. Your body's just not meant, bro, to run into hard fucking objects, i.e., other human beings, for years on years on years, right? And eventually this shit catch up with you. But it's even more unfortunate when it goes from, hey, you can motherfucking get another hip, you can get another knee, but a brain, bro, ain't no transplant for that, bro. Ain't no transplant, ain't no fucking, no artificial. That brain get jumbled too many times, man. And this is where we end up. And it's just sad seeing him, man, in this condition. But prayers up, and most importantly, bro, this is what I say. Shout out to his wife. Shout out to the women. And as I say this, so I don't say this to nobody, I'll make sure I say this. All women aren't bad women. Okay. It needs to be said because people say it's not said enough. There are still good women out here. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say he that finds a wife finds the good thing. It's just the fact of the matter that there aren't enough wives out here. Most of these women, man, especially you talk about in that position, we've seen it happen every time. As soon as the man, retires or whatever, I think the average length of marriage after pro athlete retirement is maybe 3 years, right? So for her to stick with this man, in this condition, bro, and be with him is a huge thing. That's true love, and this is why you need to get a woman that's with you, bro, to be there with you for the journey. You saying? You feel me? Yeah, man, that's huge, man. Exactly, Shot Creed. That's how it's supposed to be, right? Um, you know, and that should definitely be um respected, admired, and talked about. So please, man. Again, keep the brother in your prayers, man. We don't know how long we got him, but yeah, man, just going back and seeing. I didn't know that Jacoby Jones had died. You feel me? I like that's how, bro. Just look, bro. Listen, dog. Um, thank God for life, bro. Shout out to the Hey God niggas, or whoever you believe, right? Whoever you believe in, whatever it is, the universe, God, whatever. Just thank him for living, bro. Thank him for health. We used to go to church on Sunday, and they had devotion, and you had that 15-minute prayer, right? And two things they would say, man. I thank you, God. Thank you, Lord, for being clothed in my right mind and for health, strength, and mercy. Okay. Always keep that in the back of your mind, bro. It's people out here, dog, that not gonna wake up tomorrow, right? It's somebody out here tomorrow that's gonna wake up and they can't walk, they can't talk, they can't think, they can't see. So having your faculties, bro, all of your faculties, man, that's a blessing, bro. And I think, and I know we take it for granted. We take it for granted because we always had it. So please, man, um don't take being healthy, man, and being fully capable of doing any and everything you want for granted, dog. You feel me? Damn, bro. I didn't shout it relentless, bro. See, I didn't. That's what I'm saying. I didn't. And you know what? That's how it starts, man. Well, no, they say he had Tourette. Shout out to Ham say he had Tourette. So the twitches wasn't the ALS necessarily, but he already had Tourette's. But you know what though, relentless, that could be a thing that covered that up, right? So being that he already had Tourette's, you don't see it as symptoms of something else. But at the same time, I don't think it's anything you can stop. Just like um Alzheimer's, once it's there, man, once it starts, there's not anything to stop it. You feel me? So it's one of those very very unfortunate. And ALS is extremely rare in black people. It's mostly like a white people disease. Because remember they was doing the ice water challenge, and people was talking about that ain't even something that black people get or whatever. Which again, man, I don't think. So I think we need to leave race out of a lot of things, bro, because you never know. It's rare for you, but I don't think there's not one disease that a race of people cannot get. It just may be a little bit more rare for you. I think what is sickle cell. Sickle cell might be race exclusive, but I've never heard of a white person with sickle cell. But let me see. Let me Google it real quick. Can white people get sickle cell? Yeah, even white people can get sickle cell disease, bro. So I don't think there's any disease on the planet that's race specific. So even though it may be rarer for a group of people, you feel me? That's why you should never just like that ain't some shit that black people get, and lo and behold, right? So yeah. Um, man, yeah, well, come on, man. Like niggas just say anything. But Floyd, man, let's get to Floyd, man. Floyd Mayweather is the epitome of, bro, of you cannot, bro. You cannot go through life just doing any and everything you want to fucking do. Okay? All right? Can't do it. Cannot do it, bro. You're not going to be the person. You're not going to be the person that changes basic fucking principles in reality. I don't give a fuck how much money you have. You can go broke. Okay? No, skinny. No, he was downhill before then. See, Skinny. See. I'm glad you said this, brother. No, Floyd was going downhill from the jump, bro. Every purse he had already, it was spent. We don't even know when or why or how when Floyd was started behind, but I promise you this is not something that just started once he retired. He was already on poor financial fucking what's the names, man. Okay. Well, SD brother, they told me he had Tourette's, man. So I forgive he don't. So I mean, let me see. Let me see. Let's Google it, brother. It could be incorrect, but somebody say he had Tourette's today. Does football player Chris Johnson have Tourette's? I say you don't have Tourette's. Okay, cool. You're right, brother. All right, my bad, man. It was put out today, and I appreciate you, brother. Shout out to my man SD for correcting that, man. So we'll correct it on the record for people if they say it later on. Chris Johnson does not have Tourette's. I appreciate you, brother. That's something that was just maybe somebody said it once or whatever, brother. I greatly appreciate you, fam. Well, no, well, this is what I'm saying. So Snow Patrol. This is why being poor is a sickness. You got to think. Um, Floyd Mayweather grew up in the worst of worst conditions. His dad was a boxer, his uncle was a boxer, but for sure his dad suffered with addiction. I think his uncle Roger had some bouts with addiction also, right? They from Detroit, man. You got to think early Detroit was rough. His dad went to prison. He came up in poverty. And the problem is once you start, bro, you never get out of a poverty mindset until you're taught otherwise. You have to be trained how to spend money. Okay. I still fucking struggle with this shit, bro. And I have to be careful and watch what I'm doing. Swiping cards and just swiping, and just, and not buzz if you don't buzz in and shit, bro. Hey, you will end up in a bad place. That's something I didn't learn until my 30s. Because why? I never had financial training. The military, that's why I said it's another big part of why, again, man, I'm going to put this plug out here. Any young black man you don't got a scholarship, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, you don't got, you don't got a scholarship for fucking athletics, you don't got a scholarship for academics, bro, go do them 4 years of military, bro, and change your life. Okay. The training, the skills, the things that you'll get from the military, bro, will literally change your life around, right? Okay. It's all there for you for absolutely free. They pay you this shit. Okay. Financial literacy was something that nobody in my family knew before me and my sister. Shout out to Little Rock. Little Rock can tell you. Dog, what up, fam? You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I couldn't get, I almost couldn't get motherfucking Cox cable in Virginia when I moved there because my dad put the motherfucking cable bill in my name. Forever fucked my credit up with goddamn Cox Cable, and they like, oh yeah, well you have to prove to us that it's this and that. I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, I haven't had a fucking Cox Cable bill. For one, the bill started before I was 18. You know what I'm saying? But little shit like that, your credit fucked up because your mama done put they motherfucking shit fucked up, so they put the motherfucking bills in your name. Now you starting off with liens and and fucking what you call this shit? What you call it? Collections and shit. Some shit you ain't never did. Yeah, man. Listen, bro. Listen, I'm telling you, bro. I'm sorry, beloved peace, bro. Yeah, man. Don't put your kids on that motherfucking authorized user, nigga, if you're gonna be irresponsible. Okay. If you're gonna be irresponsible, do not put your kids on the motherfucking authorized user fucking on the card, nigga. Okay. Things like that. Yeah, man, SD, and I'm telling you, bro, we didn't, check cash in places, niggas keeping the money under the mattress, no investments, bro. Again, it's sickening, bro, to go back to when we were, and just think about this. Amazon for us, bro. Amazon was like 70 cents at one point in time. 70 cents, bro. Shit was cheaper than a king size Snickers bar. imagine if you just throw $100 on. Yes, he is Vince. He's broke, fam. Vince, and he's broke. Not even, not even like Vince. He's broke. Floyd is in the negative. Not like he's still. Floyd is going to always be able to be who he is because he got a name and he can show up somewhere and they pay him $10,000, $20,000, or whatever. But by all accounts and what everyone and several people are saying, and I remember I told y'all this. I said it was Forbes. I don't think it was Forbes. I think it was New York Times or whatever. This got reported like 2 years ago. And because he had shit going, yeah, bro. And the RS, bro. He's 7 million in the hole and fucking what's the name, bro. And the nigga just got ordered to pay $33,000 per month for fucking this nigga out here having oops babies. Floyd is the worst possible example of what you do when you get money, dog. Floyd Mayweather is a walking, living lesson for every young, promising athlete and person that's going to get some money, dog. Floyd is broke, bro. And it's even worse for him now because of the shit he done did. He trying to play around with people. And bro, these businesses is not playing. The nigga just had one of his exhibition matches canceled completely. And now the fucking the Pacquiao fight is postponed because he playing with these people money, bro. Listen, man. Listen. Freedmen, that's what I'm telling you. And again, niggas wearing their wealth. Niggas flogging. Niggas got a bag full of money and bragging about it. Nigga got a suitcase full of watches. Nigga got fucking a treasure chest of fucking jewelry that we come to find out the nigga done pawned all the jewelry. Yeah, and he about to be especially hurting right now, Little Rock, because they got him. What's the name? They say he going to Golden State more likely than not, because Golden State trying to get Anthony Davis, and Draymond not taking his exception. So yeah, he not taking his player option. Yeah, you didn't know that, SD. That was the biggest thing. He's supposed to fight. He's supposed to fight Tyson and Pacquiao this year. Yes, they say beloved peace, brother. They saying the brother accrued over $1 billion in his career, man. Anybody can go broke, bro. Y'all know, um, fuck. Who my analyst in here, bro? It was one big fucking company during the 2008 crash that went broke. Somebody put a name in the chat. That was a multi-billion-dollar company, bro. So if a multi-billion-dollar company can go fucking broke over the housing market shit, you don't think that one individual can go broke with just $1 billion? Multi-billion dollars, not Enron. No, not Enron. It was something and something. No, not Enron. Hold on. What was the name of the financial company that went bankrupt in 2008 because of the housing market crash? Lehman Brothers. Lehman Brothers. Lehman Brothers. Lehman Brothers went fucking bankrupt, nigga. Okay. Lehman Brothers. Lehman Brothers had been around for hundreds of years. Okay. If Lehman Brothers can go broke, let me see. What was Lehman Brothers' net worth before they went bankrupt? 639 fucking billion dollars, bro. I'm gonna say it again. Lehman Brothers was worth $639 billion. If Lehman Brothers can go bankrupt, one nigga with 1 billion can go bankrupt. We gotta stop. Come on, people. I know it sounds good, and I know we in our mind, oh, people never go broke. People never go broke. No, nigga. If you do not manage your money properly, you go broke. Corporations go broke. Okay? And Floyd showed all of the patterns of niggerdom. Wearing your fucking wealth. Wearing your finances. bragging everywhere you go, just spending money, throwing money, 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 money. Change your name to money. Yeah, exactly. Shout out to you're illiterate, bro. I know literacy and math are separate things, but they have a tie-in because if you're illiterate, how you gonna know how your contract is struggled? If you're illiterate structure, how you gonna if you're illiterate, how you gonna protect yourself on the legal side of this? You got to be able to read those contracts. You got to be able to understand what you're signing yourself, not just have somebody tell you. You feel me? Yeah, just silly shit. Little Rock, he shared the thing with the let me see. Let me see if I can find this shit. Like little stupid shit like stupid shit like this, bro. Listen. And again, we're taught to think that this is a flex. Niggas are taught to nigga. So we're taught to think that like this is a wonderful thing, right? This is the dumbest shit ever.
Love sneakers. I don't know about nobody else, but Money May love his sneakers. As you can see, I got them stacked all the way up to the top. And I gotta let people know it's sneakers in every box. I ain't stacking just a bunch of boxes. Bunch of sneakers. You know how we do. Wear these one time only.
Brag about shit like this. I wear them one time only. That's $100 a pair. Air Force One, they actually more than that. Let's just say Air Force One's 120, 125 a pair. What's that? 100 pairs? You spent $10,000 on some Air Force Ones, bro. White, all whites. Why? Because that's what niggas respect. Oh, he got money, man. That nigga balling. That nigga Floyd, man. He can buy whatever. Yeah. Now, mind you, this was. Let me see what date this is. Look at the date on here. 3 years ago. This is 3 years ago. Floyd Mayweather puts this same $10,000 in SpaceX. Ain't no way he don't know about it. How much money does that make him? Floyd Mayweather puts $10,000 in um Nvidia. How much money does that make him? Shout out to Freeman. He just put the 10,000 in the S&P. How much money does that make him? Hell, he put 10,000 on gold or silver. How much money does that make him? But again, he's playing to the crowd, and Floyd Mayweather is everything you don't do when you get money. And we need to be encouraging our young promising athletes, right? Or entertainers or anybody not to do stupid shit like this, bro. All right. I told y'all, bro. You know, I got a couple of things and whatnot, what have you. But for me, bro, for the most part, I'm discount shawty. Listen, nigga, if I can get it for a deal, I'm getting it for a deal. Now it's gonna be real. Now I don't do no fake shit. But what Juvenile said, you pay 1,500, I pay 59.99. I got diamonds and Rolexes that shine at the same time. I ain't scared, but I ain't dumb and I ain't stupid. Yeah, shout out to Kevin Durant. Again, man, it's a lot of brothers doing the same, right? You know, it's a lot of brothers doing the right thing, you know, fortunately. But Kevin Durant has a good team around him. Kevin Durant has a team around him, bro. Yeah, I know. That's what I said. They didn't know. They didn't. They didn't know how to. They didn't know how to. They was like, you know, for all intents and purposes, rough old Detroit niggas, man. They didn't have no financial literacy. Solitaire, what up, fam? Oh, listen, yeah, that's no. Hey, the sneaker game is dead, bro. The sneaker game is over with. The sneaker game is over with. El Cheapo. The funny thing is, I can't even wear the shit in L.A. Okay, nigga can't wear L.A. hat in L.A. It's some type of gang affiliation. Now I'm getting shot over a hat. Well, I'm thinking he didn't grow up in the project, but it was damn near. He didn't grow up in the project, but for what he said, he was very, very humble beginnings. Well, Freeman, it's like any other niche, brother. Again, the best way I could do it, the best way I could analogize it is sneakers were like baseball cards you can wear. Just like people collect baseball cards and sports cards and shit. Sneakers were just the same. It was before it blew up and then it became too commercial. Way before, I want to say, what was it, y'all? When the Concords came back out for like the first time and the Galaxy phones came out, that's when the sneaker game became commercialized and then everybody started getting in it and it was like it killed everything. It killed everything. Before that, bro, it was a niche thing to where everybody would laugh and joke and these niggas standing out here, they camping out, they standing in line for these shoes, you know. People was making fun of niggas, right? And it was a small niche community as to where that's the only people you really had to deal with. But once, it became too and people saw it was money in it, everybody else got in the way. Everybody else got in the way, man.
Much more time. But as far as my last question is, your kids. I'm a father. I know. How does it feel being able to provide everything for them, making sure that they're set? I mean, what kind of feeling does that give you?
Um, I'm just happy that that my children didn't have to go down the road that I went down. Far as I was involved, I had my life was really a roller coaster ride. People kind of know the background of Floyd Mayweather. I stayed in Jersey. I lived with my mother. At seven of us lived in a one bedroom. At one particular time, uh, my mother was on drugs. My dad been shot by my mother brother. You know, um, I was right there. My dad had grabbed me, so was holding me in his arms when he got shot. You hear different stories. I mean, my dad been to prison, and I just been, I've been through a lot. I've been through, an awful lot. My first cousin, who was like my sister, she had sex at 13 and had a baby at 14, and to this day, she's still my. I love her like a sister. Janelle Mayweather. She got a book. I mean, I think you guys should Google her story. Very, very interesting story. And what's so crazy is her father was a big time drug dealer at one time, and now he's on drugs, extremely heavy, and he's been to prison a couple times. And it's crazy how a guy used to own a lot of property, own a lot of things, and everything could be wiped away at a blink of an eye.
And again, man, it's crazy how he's speaking about this on somebody else's situation, but not applying it to himself. And again, there is a level to where you think this could never happen to me because it's just so much money coming in. Floyd Mayweather, bro, on top of the world. At one point in time, Floyd was the highest paid entertainer like in the world, like rap, sports, anything. Nobody was making more money than Floyd Mayweather was in a year's time, right? He was on the Forbes list, like I think for one point in time, 3 years back to back, right? You feel me? So having that amount of money and just nobody thinking that Floyd Mayweather will ever go broke. But if we look at the history, boxing is one of the worst situations. Muhammad Ali died broke. Muhammad Ali, only person that didn't. Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, all of those eras of boxers. Um, Tommy Hearns, the '80s level era of boxers. The first person to really make money from the older era would be George Foreman, and George Foreman didn't make money off of fucking boxing. He made money off the fucking grills. George Foreman made more money off of grills than boxing. And thank God he had, you know what I'm saying, good financial practices, right? He wasn't out here being extremely flashy and you know, and this, that, and the other. Your lifestyle has a lot to do with it too. So if you're, you know, ripping and running and you trying to impress everybody and you out here, you know, going back and forth. You feel me? Said Ray Leonard. Shout out to Ray Leonard, shout out to Sugar Ray. I hadn't heard much about him though. So I guess that's a good thing. So yeah, Sugar Ray, yeah. Yeah, George went broke the first time. You just that's I think that they did the movie, right? Did they come back in the movie with the thing? Yeah, definitely that, man. He was one thing that was good. Floyd was always good about, man, was you know, learning that lesson from the people that was around him. He said never drinking alcohol, never you know, getting involved in drugs. I think that's another big part of it too, man. Listen, listen, bro. To all you junkies out here, right? And you alcoholics too, right? Because I know, hey, we partake in alcohol and we partake in you know, the extracurriculars or whatnot. Listen, man, you shouldn't be that way. Um, especially not half of the time. You shouldn't be inebriated half of the time of your existence, dog. Okay, you shouldn't need to be inebriated or high to function. Okay, you have to will yourself, and I believe for the most part you can will yourself to not to not be in that state. You have to understand when you're going too far with the drugs, the alcohol, and these other outside things that are you know, affecting your state of mind. Okay, you got to do that shit. Yeah, AB is not but they taking advantage of AB, bro. I don't like it. I don't like the fact of the matter that as much as the stuff he's doing with Dean the Great and whatever, so on and so forth, they're not getting that man no help. AB needs to be in the program, bro. Clearly, brother has a drinking problem, and I don't think people understand. Just alcohol is one of the few things, bro, that you become dependent on, and if you don't have it, you'll die. I never forget it was this dude I told y'all. It's been a while since I told the story, but I saw a real life alcoholic, bro. Somebody died in his family. I forget who it was. Buddy was drinking a fucking fifth of cheap ass fucking like Patriots Choice vodka, bro, before he came to work. Dead ass serious. It got so bad to where he didn't show up, and I covered for him one time. Hey man, take your ass in the head, go in there, like, bruh. You ever smell? Put one in the chat, bro. I know Lil Rock, I know this shit. Lil Rock, Chief Rock, understand this shit, bro. If you ever smelt like liquor coming out of motherfuckers' pores, bro. Yeah, bro. Before work, put a one in the chat, bro. If you ever smelt the motherfucker like before they could get to you, I say 5 feet away from you, and it's like a bottle of fucking liquor. Put a one in the chat, bro. It's one of the most disgusting fucking smells ever. It's like your body's trying to metabolize. Your body's trying to metabolize the alcohol, and then it's mixed with your sweat, right? Because your body's trying to process it, your liver's trying to process, your kidneys trying to process the fucking alcohol so much. So the shit is literally doing everything it can do. Of course, you're gonna piss it out, but if you can't piss it out, it wants you to sweat it out. So now you got your fucking, you know what I'm saying, your body odor or whatever the fuck it is, mixing with this motherfucking alcohol that's trying to get out of your fucking body, out of your system. Oh my God, bro, it's horrible. Smell the rose. Appreciate you, love. Appreciate your roadblock. Appreciate you, man. You know, I mean, Nosy was an alcoholic. I mean, Nosy, I don't think he was an alcoholic. I think he drunk, but I don't know he was alcoholic. Yeah, it is, Karina. I'm telling you, it's really bad. But anyway, so Buddy ended up being a real deal alcoholic, bro. Like he got to the point where he was alcohol dependent, and we sent him home or whatever. Right? He went to the program. They had one place where they were sending people because you know you can self-report, and pretty much that's your chance to, you know, whatever, And if you self-report, they don't hold it against you. But if you reoffend after you self-report, then they count the shit and they get ready to process your ass out of the Navy. So, but he did this the thing. I had to actually go over to the building, taking some stuff or whatever, talk to him, see how I was doing, la la la. And the sad part, he's a really good worker, bro. Super good fucking worker, dog. Super good worker. But one day, motherfucker was leaving home from work, bro. Hadn't had nothing to drink. No, I'll say he leaving home from work, crazy. Driving from work back to the barracks, bro. This nigga ran into one of the historic fucking officer fucking buildings on Norfolk Base, bro. Yeah, this was in the Navy. Nigga ran into one of the historic fucking officer fucking houses on Norfolk Base. Ran the curb, jumped the fence, ran up on the goddamn porch. Because he blacked out because he hadn't had no alcohol. Oh yeah, he got kicked out. Most definitely. Yeah, that was the last straw. Now he didn't have a heart attack, bro. He just blacked out. He just blacked out because he didn't have the alcohol. He needed alcohol. He got to the point where he needed alcohol to function. When he didn't have the alcohol, bro, like going through the shakes and everything. Like alcohol withdrawal, bro. Is chill out, Silas. Chill out, bro. Alcohol withdrawal is a motherfucker, man. Alcohol withdrawal is a motherfucker.
So shit happens, but I'm still going strong. I still support my family, and I just want everybody to continue to support my movement.
And my last question, Floyd. If Floyd Mayweather at 39 out 40, if you had to give advice to a 15, 18-year-old Floyd, what advice would you give him based on everything you know right now, what you experience?
Well, I didn't have a champion to give me advice like a Floyd Mayweather. What advice would I give a Floyd Mayweather? Just be real cautious. Don't react off anger. When you're young, like when you're 15 or 16. Because when I was 15 or 16, I just believe in eye for an eye, even though sometimes I still believe in that, but in a different way. Somebody does something harsh to me, I just say to myself, what goes around comes around. God got my back. Even though, I'm not a preacher and I'm not perfect, because I'm gonna live my life. I don't try to hide anything from my children. They know me, they love me for me, they know my lifestyle.
And again, man, it's very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Let me see. I'm trying to. Let me go with my man Jaded Black, man. Shout out to Jaded Black, bro. Let me go with that one. Yeah, man. Again, I don't think a lot of people don't get to experience. I be telling y'all, man. Listen, life is short, right? But for the most of it, man. Shout out to my man, Mike G, man. Mike G always coming through, brother. I greatly appreciate you, man. With the 5 on the cash out, brother. I greatly appreciate you. Ain't nothing but some money. And shout out to my man Doug Will 478's finest, man, for the 5. He literally could have put his money in the S&P 500 and let it sit, and he would have been good. Don't make sense exactly, man. Shout out to Doug. Ain't nothing but some money. And and again, if we know that, how the hell he don't know that? That's my thing. If we know that, how he don't know that? Floyd Mayweather, bro, been, and mind you, he could have just put, hell, let's say 10 or 20% of his money. Like, bro, listen what we saying. Listen, y'all understand? In order for a man that's made approximately $1 billion in his career to go broke, this nigga didn't have no investments, dog, none. And the funny thing about it is that he got exposed for claiming an investment on the New York deal or whatever, and they exposed him for it because he wasn't. So listen, and when Tank was still signed to him, remember, bro, Floyd owed them people money over in Dubai, and they held his passport. That nigga was held hostage. All this shit that was coming out was facts. Motherfuckers was, oh man, no, they just hating on Floyd. It's like whoever you weird nigga is on motherfucking Twitter, bro, talking about pocket watching. Brother, this ain't nothing about no fucking pocket watching, nigga. How am I pocket watching? This is being reported on national news, brother. And this should this should serve as a fucking a warning sign for any young black man or any person, but especially a young talented black man, on how not to mismanage your money and that anybody can go broke. Anybody can go broke. I keep telling y'all this. We have a poor black people. We have the worst and least understanding of the most important parts of being successful in society. Keep telling y'all this. Niggas don't understand money. Niggas don't understand politics. Niggas don't understand the law. Okay? Money, politics, law. Those three things, bro, you have to have a fundamental fucking, and you know what I'm saying? You have to have basic of that. If you don't have those, bro, you're not going to fucking be the force here in this country. You're just not. Oh man, you just a coon, nigga. You're a coon. All right, bro. I'm all right. Okay. They don't, man. They don't. Niggas do not understand. Don't care to learn it when it's literally all around us. Niggas complain about white folks, but okay, you ignore the fucking Asians and you ignore the Jews, right? All the people that's gonna give you what you need, right, for to be successfully financially, you ignore them. So what is that saying?
Guys, Jada Black here. Salute to everybody that's tuning in. And well, Floyd Mayweather is not having a good year so far. In my most recent videos, I spoke about his financial issues and him getting his advance money for the Manny Pacquiao fight and possibly looking to sabotage that fight. Well, apparently now he's been ordered to pay the mother of his 4-year-old not only $1 million in back child support, but $33,000 a month in child support. I looked at that and I said to myself, did Floyd even fight back? That is insane. There are people who probably have just as much money as him, if not more, who are not paying that amount of money to their baby mamas. They're just not. But
And he probably couldn't afford to fight it, or he ignored it because he had so much other shit going. In my head, default judgment. But at the same time, if they're going by his net worth, that makes sense. So if a person has a net $1 billion net worth on paper, $33,000 makes sense. Cree, again, man, it's just poor decisions. Wise and sound decisions beats fucking talent, beats popularity, beats whatever every time, bro. There's no excuse. Floyd at this point, bro, Floyd Mayweather could motherfucking nut in a cup and get a fucking vasectomy and be good for the rest of his life. Why? Why are you out here nutting bitches, bro? Floyd got to be what? Floyd, what? Damn near 50? I think Floyd's 50 now, right? Floyd Mayweather age 49, bro. 49-year-old man. The kid's like, so he was 48 when he got the bitch pregnant. He's 49. Bro, this is inexcusable. And it's his employee. It was somebody that worked for him. So again, why you niggas out here talking about I'm pocket watching? No, I'm pointing out to you about how you do not want to be Floyd Mayweather. The nigga that you think you would want to be like is the exact nigga you do not want to be like. And I mean that. You don't want to be Floyd because you're going to lose in the end. This nigga got a 50-0 record, made $1 billion fucking dollars, and now he got to pay a bitch $1 million in back child support, $33,000 a month. We know he don't have, and you're losing money on top of money on top of money, and you're in the hole for what, $7 million with the IRS, and you know how the IRS gonna play it. Is the baby 4? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. How old is Floyd Mayweather's youngest child? Yeah, shout out to Karina. All right, Karina. Okay, Karina. Appreciate you, baby. Again, man. Geez, this is just crazy, dog. Again, fellas, again, ladies, close your ears. Karina, close your ears. Creed, close your ears. Close your ears. Close your ears. Close your ears, ladies. Ladies, close your ears. Fellas, how many times I gotta tell you? Aim for the what? If you out here without a vasectomy, nigga, the only thing you're supposed to be shooting up is throats. Okay? The only thing you need to be shooting up, nigga, if you out here and you got live ammo, nigga. Thank you, brother. That's the only thing. Ain't never been a motherfucking throat baby born in history. And the shit feel just as good, if not better, to me. Okay? Listen. When I tell her that, hey, baby, you gonna catch this. And she's sucking on it as it motherfucking shoot out of there.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, God.
Yeah, Creed, another fantastic. He's a granddaddy daddy. Nigga want to be a granddaddy daddy out here, which is crazy. It's diabolical. Nigga, I am not finna be no motherfucking trick granddaddy daddy out this motherfucker, bro. You crazy. Yeah, again, man, camp vibes again. It's just some shit a nigga said over on Twitter. It's weird to me. I have no idea, man. It's weird. You feel me? But hey, it's the niggerdom. I tell y'all, man, listen, what I'm coming to learn a lot of the times, man, if it's right, niggas hate it. And niggas gonna make you the bad guy. You feel me? But there's no excuse for this, man. Floyd Mayweather is the epitome of the man you should not be. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately. You can't just be disciplined in your craft. You can't just be disciplined in your job and undisciplined everywhere else. He's a great boxer, but the nigga's horrible with money. The nigga's horrible with his dick. How many different baby mamas Floyd got? And furthermore, just you bro, you're creating kids in your 40s. You're 45 getting a fucking stripper bitch pregnant, bro. That work for you? Come on, Floyd. Nigga, you ought to have a motherfucking a vending machine to Plan B's. Before we do anything, shawty, you taking this, you drinking it. Okay? Before we do anything. If you out here raw dogging bitches, you need to let it be known. Hey, baby, I'm out here this pussy raw, but you definitely finna motherfucking take this motherfucking Plan B before anything even happened.
The sentiment I'm seeing from people online is that he has the money, he should pay it. Excuse me? Just because it's just like saying if a person's rich, they're just supposed to give money away. That's not how the world works. All right. Now, Floyd Mayweather made a huge mistake dealing with this stripper that he got pregnant, that he had been dealing with for over 8 years. And now this is the ramifications of that, of him not protecting himself, protecting himself. Right. But before I get into this commentary, this is a content alert. I just did a video about Umar Johnson defending Cheyenne Bryant against black women, his support base, and how they're pissed off at him. That video is in the description box. Make sure y'all go and check it out after this video. So let's get into this article here from TMZ. Floyd Mayweather had a baby with a dancer at his Las Vegas strip club, and now the boxing legend has been ordered to pony up $1 million in back child support in addition to $33,000 a month for the baby girl. So why does a child need $33,000 a month? This is not for the child, by the way. Child support is not for the children. I just wish people understood this. Child support is about that woman. Okay? This is about that woman living a comfortable life. It has nothing to really do with the child. Very small amount of it is about the child. Because if it was truly for the child, they would stipulate that money is to be used for the child's purposes, and they'd have to show that the money was used for the child. But they don't stipulate that. You know why? Because the money's not for the child. Mayweather, who's 49, was legally declared the father of the 4-year-old girl back in March of 2026. Again, I told y'all he is not having a good year. With the judge writing, the court finds that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is the father of Price Moorhead, according to court documents obtained by TMZ Sports. That heifer named the child Price Moorhead. So the mother's name is Paige, and she named the child Price. This is the type of woman that he impregnated.
Yeah, that's some diabolical shit. Shout out to Jada Black brought that up. Listen, man. Listen, bro. These bitches. Listen, bro. Listen. it's crazy how they talk about, oh man, you know, niggas be plotting on bitches and, you know, niggas be, you know, all this other shit. Niggas be playing. Bro, listen, if y'all knew the diabolical shit that women will do, bro, to a man that they want, and it's not just rich niggas, but rich niggas especially. This woman played her part for 8 years. 8 years. And this nigga finally got comfortable. I don't know what conversations was had, but ain't no way you fucking on the bitch 8 years. I know they've been fucking raw, right? And you get the bitch pregnant in the 8th year? Again, but this is why we tell the young fellas what? Hey, man, protect yourself at all times, nigga. They ain't just a boxing concept. If you young, you successful out here, man, you can't be on some motherfucking, you know, reckless shit with your dick, bro. You gonna pay for that nut, my nigga, in every possible way. No fucking pun intended, nigga. You're going to pay for that nut.
A scripper who named her child Price. Yo, the jokes write itself. This is just unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Now, again, the blame is put on Floyd because he should have protected himself better than he did. But when you are him, and again, I'm a fan of Floyd, I'm not a hater, okay? But I have to call it for what it is. The guy is very arrogant. And he thinks that he could just pay his problems away. But
hey, the nigga, worst thing Floyd ever did, bro, was go to take that trip to Turkey, bro. And nigga got his hair back and lost his motherfucking mind. Okay? Let God be God. All right? God takes certain shit away from you to humble you, man, for a reason. All right? Okay? Stay off. Exactly. Listen, that nigga too. Sometimes, man, you need to lose that confidence to calm yourself down a little bit. All right? Exactly, silent sir.
There's a reason why financially he's going through it, owing money to the IRS, running off on the jeweler. There are issues there. And people want to act like this man has unlimited funds. No, he does not. Not the way he spends money. Floyd was ordered to pay $32,800 for a month in child support, in addition to $933,000 in back child support. The latest baby marks Mayweather's 5th child. The court got involved in June of 2023 when the mother, Paige Moorhead, asked the Nevada judge to legally declare Mayweather the father of the 18-month-old child who was born in December of 2021. Moorhead said that she was in a long-term intimate relationship with Mayweather, which lasted 8 years, until she claims he broke up with her when he found out she was pregnant in April of 2021. Paige claims Floyd pressured her to get an abortion, ultimately fired her, even though she'd worked at his club. Worked at his girl collection club for 4 years. Despite being served twice and ultimately ordered to take a DNA test, Mayweather blew off the directive before the judge issued default judgment. Defendant failed to respond, declaring him pops. This is stupid. Why would you allow it to go to default? What is wrong with these dudes? I'm hearing more.
Yes, I called it. That's what I said. So, shit, if that's the case, he didn't even get it wasn't even a DNA test involved in this shit. It's just Floyd being lazy and stupid. Yeah, Cree, you break up from a situationship. Yes, baby. A situationship is a relationship. It's just not official. It's an unofficial relationship. So a situationship is still a relationship, Cree. You can break up from a situationship, or depending on how you want to describe it. They took his passport from him because he owed the IRS. You talking about recently, or you talking about when he was stuck over in what's the name? No, I was talking about when he was in Dubai, baby, a couple years ago. We talking about two different things, Karina. They probably got his passport right now, yeah. But before, I was talking about when he was in Dubai. I told y'all, bro, I didn't even read this shit. Now that's what it sound like me for it to be that high. It was a default judgment. So again, how the fuck does Floyd? There's no way he don't know about this. It's just stupid laziness, and now it's more money. And you know what's crazy? Again, bro. Anybody that's on child support tell you how hard it is to get off child support to get a child support reduction. And being that Floyd is fucking broke, bro, he's gonna be broke now for sure. Creed, because they got him at the fucking highest rate. He didn't fucking fight it. He didn't answer the thing. He ignored the fucking summons, and they hit his ass with the max.
More and more of these default judgments because these dudes think that they can run from these problems, hide from these problems. This is my problem with a lot of these dudes. You think you can run away from this? This is just absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. You better hope she don't go on a podcast tour talking about you, Floyd, putting all your business out there. Is that when you're gonna get involved legally? This is insane. But as y'all said he got the money. He can just pay it to go away. Well, he's been ignoring it so far. Why don't he just ignore this?
He can't. And I'm telling you, a big part of it, the nigga can't afford it. That's what I'm saying. Nigga cannot afford it, bro. Clearly.
He should just go ahead and ignore this judgment then. Because he's been ignoring it up until this point, until taking a DNA test. Per the court, Floyd has only paid about $151,000 of what he owes. So the judge ruled Page can place a lien worth up to $2 million on property owned by Mayweather in California, helping to ensure she gets the money for the child. Black men, I'm not going to put this on black men. Black men like Floyd Mayweather, you don't have unlimited funds. You can't run away from your financial problems because they're always going to catch you. And this is what happens to a lot of black men in entertainment, in sports. The IRS always comes calling. Child support or spouse support, it comes calling. You better have your ducks in a row. You can't run from these problems. They're going to catch up with you eventually. I just hope Floyd understands this. You got to move smarter. You're worth a lot of money. You have a lot on your shoulders. Why would you put yourself in a position to where now you got to come out of retirement to box in order to maintain your lifestyle? You got to come out of retirement. You think Floyd wants to come out of retirement? No, he wants to continue to do his exhibitions here and there. But he has to come out of retirement for this Pacquiao fight because the money's running low. He owes a lot of people. I'm not saying he's broke, but he's moving like a rich man that runs out of money constantly. You know, not saying he's broke, but I'm saying is this: he's put himself in and it's not going to get any better. It's only going to get worse. It's only.
No, we need to say that, man. Floyd is broke, bro. He's broke. It's okay, and it's not. I'm not. I don't think. Well, I know I'm not celebrating it, right? I'm not celebrating. I'm not. It's not a nana and boo moo type shit or whatever. It's not anything to be humiliated. I think this is a harsh. A very, very harsh lesson in real time that a lot of fucking pro athletes, entertainers need to listen to. I am sick and tired of listening to these niggas talking about, oh, $50 million ain't no money. You can go broke real quick. Nigga, what? What? No, y'all are just fucking irresponsible. Y'all are just fucking just frivolous with your fucking funds and your finances. You refuse to motherfucking get financial literacy when all of these people provide you with the training. NFL, NBA, they provide these people. And I think it's a part of the CBA, the collective bargaining agreement, and like the Players Association, to where they have to provide them with financial advice, or I want to say not necessarily, you have to have your own agent and your own accountant and things, but they still, bro. It's certain things they just provide them with because they know it's clear. You can't be poor all your life, bro, and become rich overnight. And now you're just gonna know what to do with the money. All right. That makes sense. You get that excuse in your teens and your 20s. Maybe you don't get that excuse in your 40s. Floyd Mayweather's a fucking, at the time he had this kid, he's like mid 40s. Come on, bro. Still bragging, still walking around with a bag full of cash, still flexing watches, still flexing jewelry. And lo and behold, now all the shit is being exposed the way your world is crumbling. Okay. So yeah, no, this isn't pocket watching. This isn't celebration, of course. This literally is a real-time life lesson that you can learn from somebody else. Everybody and anybody can go fucking broke, bro.
Going to get worse. He should have known when that girl got pregnant, she was not getting an abortion. It was over. You think she's gonna abort your baby? Now, if you were just a bum or just a dude working a 9-to-5 or just a regular guy, of course you would have aborted that child. It's funny how women support abortion until they get pregnant by a rich celebrity. Have y'all noticed that? I hope things works out because I'm a fan of Floyd Mayweather, but I just think that out of the the ring, he's not handling his responsibilities, and ultimately it is on him. He is the most to blame for this. You can't be messing around with a stripper unprotected because as soon as they get pregnant, bro, they're not getting an abortion.
Definitely not, bro. Again, look at Anthony Edwards, baby mama. Like I told, the baby daddy lottery is real. So if you young niggas out here, bro, you rich niggas out here, young, old, whatever, are bro, Why are you nutting in bitches if you again, if you got live rounds, nigga, why are you shooting? If you already had your kids, get a fucking vasectomy. Okay? You're a millionaire. I promise you. You can get top-notch shit, nigga. You won't even have no scars or nothing. All right? Nut in a cup and put that shit up, my nigga. Even after the vasectomy now, they can motherfucking go on your balls and motherfucking take semen, you know what I'm saying? And if you want to have kids after the fact and still have kids, you have the funds, you have the money to be able to do it. So it makes no sense, bro, for you to be out here motherfucking nutting in bitches, bro. And you worth millions of dollars. This shit is crazy. This is ridiculous. Y'all have no excuses. None. None. Okay? None of it, bro. I promise you, them nuts feel just as good. You speaking from somebody with experience. It don't feel no less fucking magnificent, nigga. It ain't no less motherfucking spine tingling after the vasectomy, my nigga. It don't feel different at all. If anything, it feel better. Cause you ain't got to second guess nothing, nigga. You just you ain't got no second guesses, nigga.
As a matter of fact, I speak on abortion on my Patreon, on my latest Patreon video. Make sure y'all go and check it out on Patreon. Link in the description box. I speak about abortion. This all ties into it. These women support abortion until they get a baby by a rich celebrity. Then all of that, my body, my choice crap goes out the window. They're going to have that baby. They don't care about anything except making sure that baby comes to term. And Mayweather broke up with her. I think Mayweather would have stayed with her if she would have gotten an abortion. I think he broke up with her because she refused to get an abortion. Now he got to come out of retirement to go fight Manny Pacquiao, even though he's sabotaging the fight. He does not want to fight Manny Pacquiao under any circumstances. He does not. But he has to make sure he can continue his lifestyle. And I'm telling you right now, this isn't going to be the only one. He's probably going to have to fully come out of retirement now. So let me know in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts, like, share. Follow me on all my social media platforms, and I'll see y'all next one.
And I can see, like I said, the Pacquiao fight is going to happen. But I see it now, like you said. That's the only way Floyd has to make money, bro, is a box. So now Floyd is going to be, you know, I think George Foreman was the, I think Bernard Hopkins is the oldest champion. Bernard Hopkins fought until his like late 40s, if not 50s. I think George, let's see. How old was George Foreman at his final retirement? 48. How old was Bernard Hopkins when he finally retired? 52. So Bernard Hopkins is 52 years old when he retired, right? I can see Floyd fighting after the Pacquiao match, after the Pacquiao bout. Mind you, he wins it, and I'm still say Floyd wins that fight. I see Floyd fighting a younger guy for a big money fight because he needs it. I can see him fighting at least 2 more fights. And that way he has especially if he can win those fights, he'll be the oldest, you know what I'm saying, the oldest, whatever, right? He'll beat Bernard Hopkins' record for the oldest. And then you know, it will help him with a lot of the issues and problems he's having, because it should be a liquidation thing with Floyd, bro. He has the assets. My understanding is Floyd has properties in Vegas where he lives, like I said, California, where he has property at. It should just be a fire sale. He really don't got no choice. That's the thing. So I don't even know like who his financial team is, because from what he's saying, he has enough assets to where he should be able to knock out a substantial amount of this debt, right? But for whatever reason, you know, they're just not making a move on it yet. So I don't know how or why. Shout out to the Gans Lifestyle Preachers, brother. How many times we got to see the same story? Floyd, we're about the same age. We seen this with Red Fox. Red Fox was out here skeeting in bitches, old as hell. Shout out to Dory G. Appreciate his love for the 5. How much is he going to make for that fight? I hope he can put a dent in a $54 million deal. It's supposed to be $175. I mean, 175 mil. So it was 175 mil, and hey, it's postponed. Ain't nothing but some money. To the point of where, let's see, Dana White is trying to get Floyd and some shit he's been trying to do for quite some time. Pretty much trying to get him either to start up his boxing league or some shit with what it sounds like.
All right. So I don't think these are going to be shocking. Fight of the night, Sandoval, Lee, and performance of the night went to Valenzuela and Hirsch. They won the bonuses.
Dana, we'll just start off with the main card. I mean, 3 amazing fights back to back to back. Curious your thoughts on the card, and why do you feel like that's something people are kind of missing the long-term vision for, right? Like, okay, so you'll put young guys against each other, one will lose, but then they can fight another guy and you build them back up against people have already seen.
That's the first time there's ever been a long-term vision for the sport.
Well, speaking of that, I heard, and tell me if it's true, is there a peace summit meant to be happening next week with you, Turkey, and Eddie Hearn?
I haven't heard that.
Eddie Hearn said yesterday Turkey has invited him over for a peace summit to try and fix whatever issues you guys have.
Okay. I don't know what our issues would be. I'm good.
Would you, if Turkey asked you to get into a meeting with Eddie, would you do it?
If he asked me to what?
If he asked you to go into a meeting with Eddie and sort of talk.
Yeah, listen, if Eddie was here, I'd talk to Eddie. I don't have any problems. I mean, I told you guys a couple times now, you know, when all these, you know, not just on the boxing side, but on the MMA side, like, I know it's fun to ask we are not the same. We are not the same. Any of these guys. The competitors that I look at as competition right now, the NFL, the NBA, Major League Baseball, and the NHL. None of these other guys matter to me. None of them on either side, on the MMA side or the boxing side.
So you're not scared about Scott Coker's new promotion?
No. It's yeah. I'm not even going into that kind of shit anymore, man. We are not the same.
Last one from me. Alexander Usyk just vacated all of his belts. Says he's going to have one final fight. Could that be with Zuffa Boxing?
Anything is possible.
Could it be against Deontay Wilder?
Anything is possible.
I think Dana right here. Too.
Yep.
I think part
of I didn't know that. I didn't know fucking Usyk vacated his belts. I didn't know that shit. Damn, I got to do some research on that. What's going on with that? That's crazy. I didn't know that. Man, that's some big shit. Usyk vacated all the belts. I got to look into that.
the peace summit or whatever that Eddie and Turkey are talking about is maybe resolving the AJ Tyson Fury fight, where there's some confusion about who's promoting it and where it's going to take place. Do you have
that? Would make sense.
Do you have any more info on that? Are you still the promoter?
I have all the info.
Will you be promoting the fight?
See what Turkey says in the peace summit.
Do you think that there would be an issue if it's in Las Vegas as opposed in England, where I think a lot of boxing fans might want it to be?
Well, like I told you guys back in Bournemouth, I know where it is, and never did I say it was in Las Vegas.
And then last one for me, it seems like Herb Dean was embroiled in some more controversy this past Saturday night, not calling fouls in the Shara Bullet fight. Alex Barrera shared a petition to have Herb Dean fired. Do you feel, watching when Herb Dean's officiating, that maybe he's lost a step a little bit?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. But that's not up to me. That's up to the commission.
Did you see Alex's petition that he shared?
No, but I heard about it. There is no MMA in my algorithm. Unless she tells me, I don't know.
That's it for me. Thanks.
Dana, do you think a fight like Sandoval and Lee today kind of shows your guys' mission statement, right? Brandon Lee before this was one of those, highly touted prospects, and then tonight he matched up against a guy who was already, battle tested, if you'd say, like Kane Sandoval was.
What's the question?
Do you think the match today between Lee and Sandoval was kind of like a mission statement for what you guys are meant to do, right? Where you match the best against the best. Brandon Lee was a highly touted prospect in boxing, and today you want to.
Hold on, bro. I'm just realizing some shit. Come on, bro. What are we doing? I need them 20 likes, people. Hit the like button.
Against another battle tested.
Yeah, I think that when you do the right matchmaking, 99% of the time it should work out right. It's not always it's not always guaranteed that it's going to be what it was tonight. But Michael Moore grabbed me when I was walking out and said, "That's fight of the year." But yeah, I think the entire business is about matchmaking in any combat sport.
What were your thoughts on Rayo Valenzuela's knockout of Edwin Dos Santos?
What am I?
Rayo's knockout of Edwin Dos Santos.
What's your question?
Your thoughts on that finish? Crazy finish.
Yeah, it was a great knockout.
Yeah. And after
regards to having communication about the Ryan Garcia and Conor Benn fight.
I don't know anything about it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you've never received a cease and desist letter?
Well, I'm sure we probably did if he said we did, but I don't know anything. I don't give a shit about that kind of stuff. Yeah. I had somebody trying to stop the White House fight. You know what I mean? I don't care about that kind of stuff.
Why do you think that there's so much animosity? I mean, I can see where, we could use a few examples, but I mean, like overall, there seems to be so much pushback having you come into the boxing space. Like they were just talking about, there's supposed to be some peace summit. And Eddie Hearn said yesterday that he kind of feels like it's a waste of time because even if you guys all got into a room, sat and talked to it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like you're the one who kind of gets a kick out of this, though.
I'm still excited. Yeah. I only want to talk to people that are available and can legally talk to us. So I'm not trying to steal anybody's fighters or, while they're under contract or any of that stuff. And all these other guys are talking and cease and desist and all this other stuff. And all I can really say, because I don't want to get into this whole back and forth with all these guys, because it's just, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I just keep saying, and I know you guys are sick of hearing it, but Jan 1, 2027, let's talk. And you guys can assess and evaluate what you think we did in our first year of being in the boxing business.
And last one for me, just curious what your thoughts are on the unfortunate news that we're seeing so many headlines with Floyd Mayweather Jr. losing like $170 million. Just your opinion on that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one. And I've talked to him about it, but I don't know enough about it. Hear all these different stories. I think you have to wait to see how this thing's going to play out in court for him. But when somebody works as hard as he did and, amasses the type of wealth that he had, and then, they lose it or it gets stolen or whatever the deal is, it's horrible. And it happens a lot in professional sports. So who knows? Anything is possible. Maybe we could do something and figure it out for him. But one of the things I wanted to, when you were just saying about like tonight's fight, we have 24 broadcast deals in 93 countries that this went out to tonight, So, for these guys to come over here and have the opportunity to not only get paid.
Yeah, so that was just brief. I ain't really had nothing to say about the shit. I'm kind of bullshit on that. Who's Conor Ben fighting again? Ben is fighting who? Oh, Ryan Garcia. Mm. Mm. Let me go back. This shit been around for a little minute, man. Let's go with this one though. IRS seeks $7.3 million from Floyd Mayweather. April 9, 2026. IRS has filed a $7.3 million lien against famed boxer and entrepreneur Floyd Mayweather Jr. for unpaid taxes in 2018 and 2023. The lien was filed last month in Las Vegas, where Mayweather has property. The notice shows that the balance was unpaid as of March 26, and an attorney for Mayweather declined to comment on it. The lien, through which the government can lay claim to Mayweather's property until the bill is paid, is the latest in a series of debts the 49-year-old fighter has accumulated, as Business Insider has reported. It comes amid other major developments in Mayweather's life. The ex-champ, who retired from pro boxing in 2017, has been focused on business pursuits in recent years, recently embarked on a lucrative comeback. An exhibition bout against Mike Tyson is scheduled for April, and a pro fight against longtime rival Manny Pacquiao is slated for September at the Sphere in Las Vegas. That was another big part of it, too. That Sphere shit was going to be huge, bro. In February, he sued Showtime for over $340 million in what he claims were misappropriated funds connected to his 2013 pay-per-view deal. Showtime has denied allegations. Last month, his close associate, Jonah Recknitz, who has been named as a co-defendant in some lawsuits against Mayweather, was resentenced to 5 months in federal prison in connection with the 2016 guilty plea in a public corruption case. Oh, that's the dude right there, I guess. Mayweather, who racked up more than $1 billion in winnings over his career, according to Sportico, has experienced tax problems in the past. In 2023, a U.S. tax court judge ordered Mayweather to pay $5.5 million in tax deficiencies, plus $1.1 million in penalties for 2017. Mayweather previously settled with the IRS for about $22.2 million over his taxes from 2015, the year he last fought Pacquiao. Mayweather, whose nickname is Money, flaunts lavish lifestyle of mansions, designer clothing, private jet flights, and bags of cash. A Business Insider investigation revealed last year that in the last 18 months, Mayweather has sold many of his trophy assets, including his private jet and mansions in Miami and Beverly Hills. Other assets, including several residential homes and a strip club in Las Vegas, were used as collateral for debt Mayweather owes to billionaire financier Don Hankey. Since the beginning of the year, Mayweather has paid some of the debt reported by Business Insider, including a trash bill and property taxes for his strip club. Mayweather's attorney previously told Business Insider that he is not experiencing financial strain. I just be minding my business, the boxer wrote in the caption of a November Instagram post that showed him seated in a private jet, wedged between pieces of Louis Vuitton luggage, a table in front of him stacked with bricks of cash. Note: Floyd Mayweather filed a defamation lawsuit against Business Insider in connection with the previous story about Mayweather's real estate investments. The case is pending, and Business Insider stands by its reportings. So yeah, that's who it was that reported that Floyd was out here talking about he had these, these big deals going on in in real estate in New York, and they exposed that it was a lie. Not only was it a lie about the real estate shit, the nigga was behind on rent for a condo or something, right? So again, man, like I said, you can lie to the to the regular niggas, right? It's easy for the regular niggas to see the money, respect the money, and all this other shit, and money, right? But rich motherfuckers, bro. Again, I don't think we understand. Well, I know for a fact we don't understand the levels of wealth because we regular people, right? Once you start talking like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk and shit, like Elon Musk is like in a room of his own. But you talking Bezos and Gates, billionaires, bro. That's different, even from a Billy. But even though Floyd made a Billy, he never even had it because the nigga was spending the money before he got it. And again, that is the important, bro, part of this whole lesson here. Floyd Mayweather is to serve as a lesson that young, talented black men should not repeat, bro. Okay? Shit might sound weird or whatever, right? But I don't know, bro. I just don't, if you're not gonna wear condoms, you just gotta hit raw. I feel you. It should be understood, bitch. No, you taking this motherfucking plan B and it's agreed to it. Like, not you forced or anything and so on and so forth. You got the shit. Hey, you know what I'm saying? No bullshit. And they should be able to be doing that to where if she don't take it or she do some shit to where she go throw it up or whatever after the fact, But again, until we get the fucking protection from men, bro, men are always on the back foot, dog. So once you get that nut, it no longer belongs to you. It belongs to her. See. Yeah, this dude right here has been doing a lot of stuff on it too. I think I saw this one. And don't forget that what's the name reported this shit a while back also. We'll just go with this one. Indeed, man. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you. It would be great if these young professional athletes had a trustworthy and competent family members or friends that are subject matter experts in the law and finance in their circle. It's not that hard to find. There's a lot of them out here. There's a lot of people out here, man. I don't even understand how people keep picking the shiesty motherfuckers and the bad ones. I just don't understand how you know what I'm saying. But I think it's a level of ignorance and just not knowing.
He owes the IRS. He owes car dealers. He's pawning jewelry. A guy who's made hundreds of millions of dollars in his career is somehow running out of money. And now he's suing everyone, claiming he's owed money. While he may be able to keep up the facade that it's everyone else's fault, Floyd's spending problem is the reason why he's going broke. I was able to go directly to the source to get private information that hasn't been shared publicly yet, to discuss the recent lawsuit that sent shockwaves throughout the sports world. Mayweather suing former associate in an alleged $175 million fraud scheme. That associate, Jonah, shared with me private text messages, private images of Floyd signing contracts, and access to private communication with his team. And the proof I've been given will contradict everything you've heard in the news about this case. By going through all the claims presented in the lawsuit, I'll share all the private information that I have access to so we can understand fully what's going on with Floyd Mayweather. In 2000.
So again, this is the rights guy, right? So this is the dude they talking about that was in the thing, but because he cool with Floyd and he was, had access to the things and him telling him, and he was pretty much handling all of his assets and things to try and keep the fucking facade going or the shell game going. He has the information.
2017, Recknitz and Mayweather became friends, which ultimately led to Recknitz becoming Floyd's investment manager, real estate advisor, and banking liaison. Jonah helped put deals together for Floyd. He was his manager. So that's sponsorships, real estate deals, and fights, just to name a few revenue streams. Jonah shared with me that he was not on salary, meaning he only made money when there was a commission on finding a deal. As an example, Jonah shared with me that Floyd was running out of money in 2020. So Jonah put together a fight with Logan Paul to generate income, as well as many other exhibition fights. Turns out the only people actually punching Floyd in the face at this time were the IRS debt collectors. More on that in a minute. The first big claim that Floyd makes is that he wasn't aware that in 2016, Recknitz had pleaded guilty to wire fraud conspiracy, that Recknitz had cooperated with the United States attorney, or that Recknitz had been the subject of significant civil litigation. What Floyd's attorney was trying to do with this complaint is make it look like Floyd was taken advantage of by a guy with a questionable past. Like Floyd is this innocent victim who had no idea who this guy really was. There's a little problem with that, because I have proof he did know. This letter on the screen was sent in 2023 by Floyd Mayweather to a U.S. district judge for the Southern District of New York. The bottom includes Floyd's name and his signature. For context, this is Floyd Mayweather's letter to the judge in Jonah Recknitz's case, speaking about Jonah's character and why he deserves a better outcome. In the second paragraph, he writes, "We became friendly and I supported him when he was going through the process of being sentenced in 2019. That sounds to me like he knew about Jonah's litigation in New York." In the third paragraph, he writes that Jonah has worked with him as his promoter and business advisor. He has taken the job and run with it, helping Floyd in every aspect and opening up new opportunities. He further mentions the charitable work they've done together. Further down, he mentions that people have tried to take advantage of Jonah by bringing lawsuits against him as a way to extort him. And finally, Floyd writes, "I appreciate you taking the time to read this letter, Your Honor. I would just ask that you consider my personal testimony that Jonah Recknitz is a good person." He claimed that he didn't know about Jonah's past in the complaint, yet he wrote that letter in support of Jonah, showing he clearly knew about the.
So again, Floyd is tearing his ass. This is why I say, man, being talented, bro, but not having intelligence. I don't think you can be intelligent and be illiterate. I don't think I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you can be intelligent and be illiterate. I don't think those two things go together.
Litigation in New York, so it doesn't seem to add up. Many have speculated that Mayweather is coming out of retirement for a rematch with Pacquiao because he needs the money. Yes, this is why. Around August 2025, Floyd needed cash money, so he decided to start pawning his jewelry. Here's a text on August 25th, 2025 of Jonah sending Floyd an image of his watch and the word loan below. That represents that watch as being within the group that was being pawned. Here's the second image sent on that day. The top image is a collection of watches that were grouped together for a November loan and that many had been returned after the balance was paid down. Here's the next message of another collection of watches that were used for a loan. The image on the left is an exhibit Floyd included in the complaint. Within this list are 4 of the watches you see in the text message on the right that were included in the group of watches that were pawned. This indicates he continues to lie about not knowing that his watches were getting pawned for a loan to fund his lifestyle. What was told to me is that Floyd was running out of money. Obviously, his broke is a lot different than broke for me and you, but at this time he needed money, so he decided to pawn $13 million from his watch collection. He does have his own jet and has flown private for a couple decades, and he has an extensive exotic car collection. But what has been shared with me is that his lifestyle is so expensive that he constantly needs to take out loans against all his assets, and it's fine when he's fighting and making money because he can pay the loans back, but it's kind of like musical chairs. Here's Floyd texting about having to give up all of his jewelry and watches and all of his women's bags. Further, he's
again, man, this is all motherfucking robbing Peter to pay Paul and musical motherfucking chairs with assets and shit, bro. Just sell the shit, bro. Sell it. Stop trying to hold on to it. Floyd, and this is another big trap, right? That people don't understand. The image. Floyd is trying to fucking chase and maintain his image as Money Mayweather. Nigga, fuck that shit. You're Floyd Mayweather, bro. Arguably the best boxer to ever live. That in itself should be enough, dog. There has to come a level of maturity to where you mature out of, I got money and, I can buy this and I can buy that. Brother, people want to be around you just for the sake of, what I'm saying, who you are. The money is not why people like Floyd Mayweather. The boxer is what everybody, the persona is what they worried about, bro. But in his head, what I'm saying, if he don't got the money, none of it matters.
sent the text, "Don't forget about my ladies' Birkins. Also, that's a part of the 13 million." In December 2025, Floyd texted, "Please keep me updated on my jewelry and Birkins. Thanks." Back in March, so around 7 months after he began pawning, he texted his pawn shop lender asking about the balance he owes so Jonah knows what the number is. Jonah, as Floyd's manager and the one who handles all the financial transactions, is the one who ensures that all the loans are paid off. The lender responds $1.85 million in checks, $10.8 million in jewelry, and $1.47 million in fees. And he mentions needing another $360,000 by Friday so the fees don't keep adding up. Floyd received the $13 million for pawning watches in his supposed $100 million watch collection. Jonah shared with me that people pay up to 3% per month, which is why the fees were so high. That loan was almost paid in full. If you reread Joel's message, it makes sense. Joel says, "I have recouped everything and hasn't had to sell any pieces. All that remains is another $360,000 so Floyd doesn't have to pay any more fees." In case you aren't following, Joel can sell the watches that were pawned if Floyd doesn't pay the $13 million back. But he didn't need to sell watches because he was paid back and made $1.5 million in fees. In the complaint, Floyd discusses pawning his $100 million jewelry collection with the words, "to be pledged or placed in the possession of Joel, a Miami jewelry dealer." The amount received was around $13 million. A substantial portion of the pledged jewelry remains in the possession of Joel and Modi, and no accounting has been provided to Mr. Mayweather, and then alleges that the consideration received was diverted by Recknitz and not paid to Floyd. I just shared the text messages between Floyd and Joel showing the accounting of the transaction and that nothing seemed to be awry. This is not the first time Floyd has had to take a pawn loan. Earlier last year, he borrowed $1 million from his friend Avi, the owner of Avi & Co., against his $18 million Jacob & Co. watch. Upon research, I realized that even though the retail is $18 million, the market value is about $2 to $3 million. So Floyd's
That's fucking crazy, bro. Again, that's another thing too. Listen, bro. Listen, bro. Stop busting down these fucking watches, bro. Can we stop busting down watches? My nigga. How many times they done told y'all, bro? We and they have told y'all now, bro. That shit is not, that is a loss of money. Putting all these diamonds and shit in the watches, bro. Diamonds, y'all too rich to not know this.
$100 million jewelry collection is more likely worth a fraction of that. Why is Floyd Mayweather pawning jewelry despite being so wealthy and always seemingly around cash? I asked Jonah how much Floyd spends every single month on his team, and Jonah estimated around $1 million. What happens when you can't afford your team's salaries? Here's a video from Floyd's assistant of his entire jewelry collection as they took photos and video of all of the jewelry before pawning. This photo is the same table from the video before with cash on the table, as that was the cash delivered for pawning the jewelry. When you add up Floyd's entire lifestyle, he could easily be spending $2 to $3 million per month, which means he probably needs to be making around $50 million of pre-tax income in order to just break even on that lifestyle expenses. When you're fighting Conor McGregor or Manny Pacquiao, you can cover that type of spend. But I always talk about this in my Athletes Going Broke series. These athletes will keep their lifestyle spend around the same, and when that income goes to essentially zero, they go broke pretty quickly. Floyd claims Jonah screwed him, but ironically, Jonah actually saved him from being bankrupt. Floyd claims he invested $31.5 million into real estate deals and has made a nominal amount of money as a return on his investment. I actually have the distribution letter for this portfolio. Here's the 3 portfolios listed totaling $31.5 million. The annual distribution for the total is around $3.9 million. Back in 2024, when Floyd began investing in real estate, he had no liquidity, meaning he had no cash flow and essentially had no cash.
Yeah, bro, that's a horrible return. So he's at right at a little bit over 10% a return per year. He's not gonna be able to fucking live off of that, bro. For somebody that's spending that per fucking meal per month, 3.9 return, you know what I'm saying? A little bit what he said, 35 mil invested and 3.9, so like right at 4. So I think there's some like maybe 13% return. No, bro, that's not enough. Not fucking enough, bro.
To his name. Jonah presents an idea to Floyd Mayweather, as Floyd at the time had 2 properties that were.
Shout out to Creed. Creed, this is really crazy. And again, I don't think people understand just how fucked society is, bro. Ask your kids, man. Teach your kids to fucking tell time on a watch, on an analog watch, bro. And pray.
Owned in full, however, they weren't being rented out, so they were costing him money every month. Jonah says you should invest that money in real estate so that you can start earning cash flow. In one of the exhibits filed with the complaint, Floyd shows the sale of his Beverly Hills and Miami properties. Instead of having 2 houses sit empty like before, Floyd is now earning almost $4 million every year in cash flow while owning valuable real estate in New York. So it's odd seeing him file this complaint alleging he's been screwed. Does anyone remember this fight? It was in 2015, 11 years ago. And this fight was in 2017. Al Heyman had to advance Floyd money from this fight because Floyd had already spent all of his money. All of this spending is not new. It's been going on for years. So think.
Again, man, listen, he talking shit about Al Heyman and all this other shit, bro, and he was taking advances on all these fights. I told you, if the money is spent before you make it, bro, it's not what you make, it's what you can keep. It's not what you make, it's what you can keep.
Think about this. It's been 9 years since that fight. Let's assume Floyd spends around $20 million per year, which is pretty reasonable given his lifestyle expenses. That would have meant he spent $180 million since that fight in 2017. He's always posted pictures with cash money because it's his branding. And he certainly has had a lot of money at one point. but spending a couple $1 million per month blows through this cash instantly. Floyd may have had a $100 million jewelry and watch collection, and that's certainly wealthy to me and you, but when you're spending $20-30 million per year, that $100 million can dry up pretty quickly, which is why he now needs to exit retirement to fight Manny Pacquiao for a payday. One of the other claims is about Floyd selling his jet and not receiving any money. There's mention in the complaint that the block for the purchaser was left blank. What the media misunderstood was that the plane wasn't sold for $1 like the complaint lists here. Here's the actual signed contract, which does list the consideration of $1 and OVC, and you can see Floyd's signature down below. I think what was misunderstood is that the plane didn't actually sell for $1. OVC means other valuable considerations, which means the sale was for more than $1. This happens when private parties don't want the amount known to the public. Here's the text message between Jonah and Floyd. Jonah sent the payoff letter from the lender of his private jet, as well as a letter from Navy Federal Credit Union regarding a $2.787 million payoff. What happened was Floyd took out a large loan against the value of the jet. So when the jet was sold, a large chunk of the money went to pay off the loan and many of his other debts. Here's the payoff to
Now Floyd got a Navy Federal fucking loan. What the fuck? Who the hell a veteran in Floyd Mayweather's? Floyd ain't no goddamn veteran. How the hell Floyd get a Navy Federal account?
man's statement for the jet. Highlighted is borrower named Floyd Mayweather. The total loan payoff is around $2.79 million, and the highlight in the bottom left is the property collateral as the Gulfstream Learjet. This is the bank wire transfer receipt from the credit union. Both of these documents were sent to Floyd, so he's clearly lying about the jet.
Oh, so no. So the people send it from somebody from the Navy bought it from Floyd. All right.
Only selling for $1 and him being out of the know on the jet selling. The picture on the left is Floyd signing the contract, and the picture on the right is Floyd holding the aircraft purchase and sale agreement right after signing it. Does he look disappointed in the terms of the sale? This is the text Jonah sent to Floyd in September 2025, indicating that the house and airplane contracts were done, and Floyd responded, "Let's go." To make it even more clear that Floyd knew about the plane purchase and the terms of the purchase and sale, here's a text between Floyd and Jonah where Floyd writes, "Can you call me about the plane, please? I need for you to update me, please." And Jonah responded,
Listen, bro, and again, this right here is more of the shit that's gonna make Floyd just look worse and worse. And it's not gonna turn out well because now you trying to lie on this man and try to use him as a scapegoat. But of course, he got all his motherfucking I's dotted and T's crossed. So you're not gonna be able to put it over on the Jewish dude because he got everything covered.
"The plane is ready to close." Jonah saved hundreds of private images, screenshots of text messages, and I can understand why he did it. They were dealing with millions upon millions of dollars. Floyd was going broke, and Jonah worried that Floyd was going to start blaming those around him for his financial problems. Back in November 2025, Jonah sent this message to Floyd saying, "I can help continue to create income for you for life, but you need to start saving more money and spending less. Borrowing from a credit line should be for investment purposes, not to pay past due bills because we will have to pay it back." Floyd also claims that 80% distributions to Mayweather Promotions LLC and 20% to be paid to Frist Apex Ventures were diverted by Recknitz. Throughout the complaint, Floyd is claiming that fraud was going on because he only received 80% of the distributions, which is interesting because he signed the operating agreement for that split. This is Floyd holding up the settlement statement of a closed transaction involving his company, Mayweather Promotions, and Frist Apex Ventures. His smile doesn't look like someone who is upset with the deal that just closed. I've seen the operating agreement between these two companies that Floyd signed showing an 80-20 split. And since I promised you receipts, here's the document with the distribution allocation of 80% for Mayweather Promotions and 20% for Frist Apex Ventures. Down at the bottom, you can see Floyd's signature agreeing to the terms of the contract. As part of the fraud claim against Recknitz and Frist, Floyd claims IL Frist signed distribution letters as manager of Vada Properties when he held no such office, and by signing as CEO of Vada Properties when he held no such office. This is a screenshot of Floyd's Instagram over a year ago. The picture in the middle is Floyd promoting speaking at a conference about real estate with IL Frist. In the post, IL is listed as the CEO of Vada Properties. This is the Real Deal conference where Floyd is talking about buying real estate, and IL Frist is the man to his right.
Had a very, very smart team, guys that was very, very educated in real estate. I gave them 9 figures. I went from 7. I skipped over 8 because it was paying so good. I went to 9 figures.
That doesn't sound like someone who is disappointed in the outcome of his real estate investing. Another major allegation in the complaint is that Recknitz orchestrated a $13 million loan from Hankey Capital LLC secured by Floyd's property in Miami Beach, Florida. The picture in the background is of Floyd and Don Hankey. This property is actually owned by Josh Gatlib and Meyer Orbach. Back in 2024, when Floyd was running out of cash, he needed to sell 2 properties. So he sold it to the 2 names I just mentioned, and it was a favor by them. But the allegation is that $6.5 million of that loan went to the purchase of the private jet we discussed earlier in the video, and only approximately $4 million was made available to Mayweather Promotions. The full accounting is right here. $6.5 million to buy a jet with TBE Aviation LLC as the owner. That's Floyd's private jet related LLC. The $4 million to Mayweather Promotions is listed, and all of the other allocations are listed with none relating to Recknitz or the other defendants. He also claimed there was another loan of $16.4 million and worded it such that it looks like Frist Apex Ventures took $8.8 million of his money. The money from these properties all became his investment in the $31.5 million portfolio mentioned a few moments earlier, properly managed by the LLC he's suing.
So what I told them is, of course, I wanted my payout to be a little different. Normally the payouts are, at the beginning of the month, but I wanted my payouts to be every week, spread it out throughout the week because I'm traveling, family, friends, we're traveling, we're moving around, we're doing different things. So I wanted my payouts to be like that, and everything played out like it played out, and everything was going great.
This speech stood out to me. Now that I'm viewing it through the lens of Floyd going broke, why in the world would you need to change the distribution schedule to be weekly? Didn't Floyd make like 5?
Yeah, bro, that's crazy. Again, getting a weekly payout of that amount of money, that in itself just screams fucking red flag, bro. To where you making the money that you have, but you don't have your own money available, and you're dependent upon that money to be spending money for you to move around and travel. Yeah, bro, that don't sound good, Floyd. Again, This is what happens when there's no,
$100 million boxing? Why do you now all of a sudden, you're so tight on cash flow that you need your distributions to be paid every single week so you can afford a vacation? Floyd Mayweather father's baby with dancer, ordered to pay $1 million in back child support. Jonah told me that Frist Apex Ventures assisted with paying his child support, meaning his lawsuit against them is even more perplexing. I found the court documents with his unexpected baby mama. Floyd did not deny being the father and was not happy with the news. He was angry and blamed her for getting pregnant. He attempted to force her to have an abortion and then blocked her from phone communication and text when he realized she was keeping the baby. Sounds like a great father. I even have the text messages between Floyd and her, but I'll blur for privacy reasons. It's not good. Here's the child support payments that stopped in December 2024 when Floyd was really having money problems. Floyd was ordered to pay $32,850 a month in child support, in addition to $933,050 in back support. This is how you go broke. I also have a letter from the IRS for taxpayer Floyd Mayweather. This is the notice of levy from the IRS for his unpaid $3.35 million in taxes from 2018. This was sent to Wells Fargo to seize any money in Floyd's Wells Fargo account, and they did the same for his JP Morgan Chase account. Here's an official IRS tax lien document sent to Floyd Mayweather on his property for the amount owed of around $7.28 million for the years 2018 and 2023. Some might say he's not going broke, he just wants to push off paying back the IRS, but I think this next document is a smoking gun. This is the collection appeal request Floyd sent to the IRS on why he couldn't pay. The explanation he sent was need more time to gather the funds to pay in full. This is the IRS about to start seizing his assets. This isn't a personal loan. Why in the world, if he's made hundreds of millions of dollars, why doesn't he just pay the couple $1 million so he can get the IRS off his back? Jonah still hasn't been served with a complaint, which means he can't respond. And also because this lawsuit follows exactly what Floyd does with the media. Floyd has been claiming that he is unaware of a lot of the documents and that he didn't sign for deals. Jonah provided evidence to me of images he took of Floyd having a notary visit his house to sign. I'm blurring a lot.
Yeah, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. All of the fucking ledgers, bro, with all of your signatures.
Out of this to protect Floyd's privacy, but those are his fingerprints. Jonah provided a quote. I do not want to
Fingerprinted, motherfucking. Yo, chill out, bruh. Oh, Lord, man.
litigate this issue through the media, nor do I want to embarrass Floyd publicly. So I will say this. It's sad that Floyd blew through his money. I wrote him many letters concerning his spending habits, which are documented. I had many conversations with him about slowing down with the spending, but unfortunately it caught up to him and now he's looking to blame others. One of these letters to the TMT team was shared with me. This letter is 5 pages long and describes all of the issues that Jonah was having managing Floyd. Jonah even includes a paragraph about no longer wanting to work with Floyd because of the spending problems and how much of a risk it became to be around Floyd. First, he blamed Al Heyman and now he's blaming me. He sued Showtime for $340 million, sued Business Insider for $100 million, and now sued me for $175 million. He is unhinged. I hope he can get back on his feet and control his spending. Floyd can continue to lie that he didn't know about the airplane purchase or the jewelry pawns. The facts speak for themselves. There's a lot more, and I have all the backup, which we tried to show Floyd's attorney before they filed suit, but he refused to review any evidence that would contradict his frivolous lawsuit. Bottom line, I saw the writing on the wall, and because I knew Mayweather may eventually turn on me, I kept meticulous records of all the transactions. Something I've very much learned over the past few years analyzing litigation and media scandals is that a lot of wealthy people know how to use media and litigation as strategy. I'll show you how media...
Again, man, yeah, bro, you got to know who you're dealing with, bro. Dub, no, bro. No, this nigga knew what the hell was going on. And trust me, because he had to sign off for to get money. So Dub, it was just something to where he wasn't getting any money back from it and he's sending money out. I will understand that. But being the fact of the matter that these things caused him to where he needed to sign it in order to get the funds that he needed to use. No, that nigga was completely totally capable, bro. Not capable, but he was aware. He was aware of what the fuck was going on, bro.
It actually works. Let me use this as an example. Back in September 2025, this article titled Floyd Mayweather Sues Vegas Car Dealer Over Sale. You lied to me was released on TMZ Sports. The article is full of quotes about the dealer engaging in shady business practices and overcharging Floyd and possibly defrauding him. Floyd wasn't the victim. He wanted to use the media to pressure the dealer so the dealer wouldn't come after him for the money Floyd owed the dealer. But the other news organizations need stories, so they spread the headlines that Floyd is suing a car dealer for a fraudulent purchase. Sports Illustrated picks up the story. Then Fox News picks up the story. The following day, the Vegas car dealer filed a complaint against Floyd. Floyd purchased 4 vehicles totaling $2.25 million from the dealer. Floyd wrote 2 checks for the purchase of the vehicles. The problem is that the checks bounced. They didn't go through, and Floyd still had possession of the vehicles. Even worse is that Floyd drove one of the cars from Vegas to LA and added 1,500 miles to the car. They ultimately had to reach a settlement agreement where Floyd still owed $1.2 million to the dealer. I think that story is relevant because it's another sign of Floyd's money problems, but I also wanted to highlight his media strategy. Floyd has a private relationship with TMZ Sports. If he wants someone to look bad, he'll go to them first so that they can publish a featured article about Floyd being defrauded. Then he'll file a complaint full of lies the following day and paint himself out to be a victim. TMZ Sports was the first to reveal this story. A lot of people mentioned to me that I should make a video about Floyd suing his business manager, but I held off because I wanted to hear Jonah's side first because I know exactly how Floyd uses the media. And after Jonah shared hundreds of private images and screenshots of text messages with me, it's clear that this lawsuit is another example of this strategy. In February, Floyd sued Showtime for $340 million, claiming there's a conspiracy to not pay him what he's owed. He also sued Business Insider for $100 million and then immediately dropped it. I hope you're starting to see the pattern. He goes to the media to play victim, gets all the other news organizations to distribute the story because he's a very big name, and then he hopes that he can settle with the other side so that he doesn't go bankrupt. Guys like Floyd use the media as a strategy, not as reporting on truth. Logan Paul claims Floyd still owes him money. Miami jeweler sues Floyd Mayweather Jr. for $1.4 million bling tab. The retired boxer asked to pay the $1.675 million owed to the jeweler at a later date. The jeweler also alleges that Mayweather submitted 5 checks that bounced. Floyd Mayweather sued for $330,000 in alleged unpaid.
That's another big thing too, man. These bounce check shits, bro. That's becoming a recurring theme with Floyd too.
rent on luxury Manhattan apartment. Another lawsuit filed against Floyd for the use of an unpaid private jet trip. I've been sued a couple different times and know what it's like to have multiple false allegations written about you in a complaint. I've been accused of being a member of a criminal enterprise and assaulting someone. See, in America, you can write whatever you want in a complaint, even if it's full of lies. What's interesting about this lawsuit is that it's a verified complaint, meaning Floyd is signing under the penalty of perjury that everything is factual. Maybe he isn't capable of reading ChatGPT's answer on why it's a bad idea filing a verified complaint full of lies. He could be hit with a perjury charge. Floyd also has a bit of a gambling problem. It's known that he bets a lot of money on sports. If you follow my channel, then you know how much money these guys lose betting on sports. Easily millions of dollars. The amount of money these degenerates gamble is truly.
That's another big thing too, man. This whole betting shit is becoming a major problem, bro. The sports betting, all this other shit, bro, is becoming a major issue. But you know, it's gonna be too late before motherfuckers understand it or realize it.
Mind-boggling. Just this one hand of blackjack appears to have around $100,000 wagered. Not a good look when you owe the IRS. There were many claims, but to summarize the main claims against Recknitz, Floyd alleged that the jet sold for $1 and he didn't receive any of the proceeds. The evidence proves this is a lie. Floyd also alleged that he wasn't aware of this jewelry being pawned and that he didn't receive the proceeds. The evidence proves this is also a lie. And lastly, Floyd claims he was defrauded in his real estate transactions with Recknitz and Frist. The evidence again proves that this is a lie. Even worse, they're helping him make nearly $4 million in cash flow every year, which is keeping him from filing bankruptcy. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, man, that $4 million, and that's if it doesn't get seized or he just got to sell it outright. Shout out to Double for the 5. Wealthy people and everyday people like us are on the same planet, but we live in different worlds. That's a great point. Shout out to a man, D Jones R&B. Greatly appreciate your brother for the 20 ball. Celebs overspend and they play victim and blame managers, accountants, and labels, etc. Trust, I know firsthand. Yeah, bro, I can imagine, man. Ain't nothing but some money. Yeah, Jordan was big in gambling, but Jordan money was different. Jordan couldn't. The reason Jordan couldn't go broke, right? Even though I don't want to say that, right? Because allegedly, a big part of Jordan's dad getting up out of here and him retiring was money he owed to the mob, allegedly, right? But Jordan just had way too many streams of income and too many. As big as Floyd is, bro, Floyd is not a 10th as big as Michael Jordan was. And I don't know if you guys remember this. Floyd was throwing shots at Michael Jordan for some point. I would never wear Jordans because something or whatever the fuck, right? It was just he was never. Floyd could never be a Michael Jordan, bro. It's not even close. It's not even close. Michael Jordan just goes any and everywhere, and he was the most popular person in the world for over a decade. Bro, just spending it, bro. Just wasting it. Nigga shit. Jewelry, cars, jets, the lifestyle. He wasted all his money on the lifestyle, on portraying the image of Floyd Money Mayweather. That's what he did with the money. That's what happened to the money. And again, it should serve as a testament, right? It should serve as a testament and serve as a fucking what's the name for, you know? Anybody that's up and coming, man. It should serve as that. But yeah, man. We back. Get some sound financial advice, people. We live in a day and age where you can literally just learn everything on your own. YouTube has free stuff. Goldman Sachs, Harvard, all these different things, business, all kinds of free trainings and things, man. For you to be able to get a solid foundation. Again, the most important thing, man, get you a budget, bro. Get you a budget. You'll be surprised at I told you guys, got back from deployment. And of course, had a whole bunch of money stacked up. And then I looked at my fucking account and I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this? Like, this $100 a week coming from, bro? Just like the nigga, I was spending like 30, 40 bucks out of a fucking vending machine. And then, eating out every day and just little shit. And like, bro, hundreds of dollars add up. Okay. Sound like it don't, but hundreds of dollars add up, bro. Shit add up real quick. Oh, whoa. Who the hell rang my doorbell? Hold on, y'all. That's my neighbor, man. Good neighbors. My damn trunk popped on my car for some reason. I guess I hit the key or something. I don't know. But yeah, man. Hey, listen, bro. Yeah, I told they listen. Remember, what's his name was saying that shit, and people were saying it was a rumor. Now that was true. He owed them motherfuckers money over there in Dubai, bro, and they held that nigga's passport. He wasn't finna come back over here till he paid that money. And I think a piece of paying the money was him doing like a fight deal or doing an exhibition or something over there, you know. But yeah, man, like, bro, once you get into people, and Floyd, mind you, Floyd is rich, bro. But bro, it's people on this earth with way more money than Floyd, bro. Way more money than Floyd. I don't know who this is. Shout out to I don't want to say these initials, but shout out to Jonathan for the man who knows how to match Mr. Fantastic. I don't know. You saying that's you? I don't know what that means. But okay. Appreciate you for the $1. Whatever that means. Don't know who you are, brother. I guess we'll see. Yeah, bro. Listen, bro. Yeah, the motherfuckers don't understand. You talking about the Arab money, that oil money, bro, and royal family money. It's not even funny, bro. Not even funny. Yeah, bro. It's crazy. But anyway, man. Hey, greatly appreciate y'all pull up on me, bro. We back in it, bro. Again, had a good weekend. We got another one down, man. Another dub in the books. You feel me? Again, y'all tell that dusty, crusty, rusty nigga stop fucking saying my name if he not go agree to motherfucking get his ass in the ring. You feel me? I'm ready for November, bro. I want it. I need that, bro. All right. So, hey, tell that nigga if you gonna pop that shit, nigga. You ready to motherfucking use these hands? All right. Oh, okay, bet. All right, appreciate you, brother. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? Supposed to be the dusty, crusty nigga, bro. Supposed to be him, but he on some shoo shit. You feel me? He shooing and shit. You feel me? We gonna figure it out though. But anyway, man, hey, Miss Fantastic 824 on all social media platforms. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and hype the video. That's that on that one. Catch y'all on the next one, man. Holla. We out.